How to stand out at work, 5 actionable steps that you can take so you can stand out at work and start to achieve excellence. The first being master your role and deliver results. Know your job inside and out. The only way to do this is time and always wanting to learn. So when you're starting a new role, it's always wanting more and more knowledge, more and more experience so you can understand the ins and outs. Because a role has, the basic things you need to understand, but there's finer details that are very important. Whether it's sales and overcoming a certain money objection within a certain industry, you'll find 10 different ways to handle that money objection. Or maybe it's marketing and you're sourcing leads and you're like, you know what, I should actually source leads from this place or this platform or opposed to this one because of these reasons. Once you understand those finer details, you become just that much more valuable to the company and to yourself because you'll be able to generate more money and get more out of the work you do, also known as leverage. So once you get that and master your role and deliver results, you'll get more leverage for doing that. On top of mastering your role and delivering results, you want to be proactive, not reactive. So often in business or in the workplace, people become reactive. They wait for the problems to blow up in their face. If you can understand, okay, this is the problem that's down the horizon 2 weeks from now, how can I plan for this now? You become, again, even more valuable because being reactive costs time and energy. So proactive also in the sense of what's your direction for your role? If you can communicate that to your boss, hey, here's the direction I have for my role, here's what I'm working on, here's what I think I can execute upon, infinitely valuable. Same thing, and it gets even more valuable once you become a department manager or you lead the company. You need to have a direction so you can be proactive and everybody in your department or everybody in your company can be proactive, not reactive. On top of that, one more thing is to track your progress. Track as you go along. What are you working on? Again, as I go through these things, this is just my opinion, but I found these very helpful, and from my experience, they've delivered massive results in terms of excellence. The second way to stay down is strong communication skills. What goes into strong communication skills? Well, active listening. What is active listening? Active listening is using your eyes and looking at the person when they are talking. Obviously, break eye contact from time to time so you're not a weirdo, but really, using that eye contact. So many people don't do that. As well as encouragers, as someone's talking to them. Yes, nodding your head, stuff like that. Giving them encouragers. As well as listening, not thinking about what you're going to say. As someone is talking, listen to what they are saying and then respond. If you have to take a pause of silence, whatever it is, totally fine. Sometimes I take 10 seconds to just think about. After I've listened to them, think about, okay, what do they say? Then I respond. And that's been very helpful and it shows strong communication skills. Another way you can have strong communication skills, and I got this from Layla Hormozi. She, $100 million net worth, leads a company doing $250 million in revenue a year. So take her advice, not mine. But she always says that if you have meetings with your boss or meetings with your team, bring a detailed report. She states that she always promotes the people that have in detail what they work, because she doesn't know what they work on. I mean, she does, she has an idea of what they work on, but she doesn't know the nitty gritty of, oh wow, you're doing all this? Okay, I didn't even know you were doing that. It's so valuable to me. So bringing detailed reports to meetings with your boss. If you have one-on-ones, hey, this is what I've been working on. These are all the things I've been executing upon. Your boss is gonna be blown away if you bring pages of things you've been working on, things to be executed on, because I guarantee they didn't even know about half of it. The third thing you can do is take initiative and show leadership. How do you do that? The way you take initiative and show leadership is volunteer. Okay, Chris, where do I volunteer? What you can volunteer is you can volunteer to lead a meeting. If you have interest in being a manager, being a leader within the company, eventually you're gonna lead a meeting. So you can volunteer to lead a meeting, as well as you can volunteer to lead a project. If you want those opportunities, you can just kind of nonchalantly mention that to your boss. Don't do it in a group setting, or at least I wouldn't recommend that. Just say, hey, is there a possibility for me to do this? I want this training. Can I be able to do this? Also, volunteer for training. If there is additional training you could do, additional experience you can get, volunteer for it, because that shows you're taking initiative to be better. As well as leading by example. And this one's really important. One of the most important things in this whole video. If you can lead by example, do the things that you want others to do around you, that pays dividends. For example, I work at Costco as my day job. Every single piece of trash I see, I pick it up because I'm trying to lead by example and show that level of excellence. As well as I work very hard. So you could show this through work ethic. You could show this through attitude. You could show this through punctuality. Whether you're just on time to everything. You have a great attitude when something bad happens. You have a killer work ethic. If you lead by example, this will show to your managers, this will show your boss, this will show to your company, and it will pay dividends. The fourth thing you could do is continuously improve your skills. How do you do that? always learning new things. And the way you do this is literature. I always expose myself to books that I'm reading, always trying to learn new things, or research within the coaching industry, how I can help my clients better. Workshops, go to workshops with people doing the same thing. The tech field, there's a bunch of workshops, or there's masters in the industry that you can learn under in workshops, as well as courses. There's courses out there that can better you, as well as right now I'm taking a course for marketing, and so, really client acquisition, making my things known and then getting those clients. So it's sales and marketing. Those are courses I'm doing to get better so I can continuously improve my skills. So you can do the same within your company. Find those things that you can do so you can continuously improve your skills and get better. Another thing you can do is seek feedback. Don't wait for the feedback. Don't wait for your annual meeting. Go to your boss. Hey, I want to know how I can do better. If you show that consistently, every 2 weeks or whatever, you go into your boss, assuming you have things that you can get feedback on. You don't want to annoy your boss, but if you have things that you're continually working on and learning, go into your boss. Hey, how can I improve? What did you see? What can I do better? I do this every time I go to my sparring sessions with my coach. I'm asking, hey, did you see me spar? What can I do better? What did you think looked good? I know that's not related to work, but it does translate over. Seeking that feedback is very valuable because it makes me better, but it also, probably more importantly, shows your manager or shows your boss that you want to improve. And so actively ask. One more thing you can do to continuously improve your skills is to innovate your role. What can you do to improve your role for the next guy, or innovate your role so you can become more valuable within it? I had a client who, what he did is he got onboarded at the software company, and he realized the onboarding process was really shit. There was KT transfers, what they're called, knowledge transfer sessions, so they can understand the system, understand how they do things, whatever. And so what he realized is it wasn't very good. So what he did is he put together all these onboarding resources to make it a lot better. He made a big doc for all the need to knows, kind of a checklist for onboarding, and it was super valuable to the company. So if you can do that, innovate your role, you become that much more valuable. So if you can innovate processes, tasks, streamline them. And the best way you can streamline them is to create a long checklist of all the things that they need to do to be successful with it. So in my example, what I could do for my editor is create a long checklist of all the things that I think he needs to edit within a YouTube video. Obviously, he needs to add that because he's the specialist in it, but I have my own ideas that can help innovate my role to make it easier for him. And so if you can do that in your company, that could be very valuable as well. The fifth and the final thing you can do is build strong relationships. There's 3 actionable things I have for it. Learn everybody's name, even the janitors. I work at Costco, like I said, and I learned everybody's name. Everybody in the whole building, I know their name, or almost everybody in the video. As long as I see them and have contact with them, I know their name. Even people with other departments that I don't see, like hearing aids, they'll come out, I know their name, and I know it means a lot to them. So if you can learn everybody's name, super impactful. It helps you build relationships because everybody's favorite word in the English language is their name. Any language, really. The second thing you can do is ask about them first. You know their name. Hey, James, how are you doing today? You know what I mean? Or, obviously something more personal than that. Hey, how was your vacation you just went on last week? Whatever. So find something, learn about that person, ask about them, because people love to talk about themselves as well. They love their name, they love to talk about themselves. And the final thing you can do is be approachable and be enthusiastic. Be that positive person people like to be around. No one likes to be around someone who complains about work or complains about anything. So be approachable, be enthusiastic, and if you want to get this into your DNA, read the book, How to Win Friends and Influence People. It's the single best book I have ever read in my life, and I continually read it every year, so it's a part of my DNA always, because it's that valuable. So that's how to stand out at work. If you like this video, please comment, and I will make more of that.